5 minutes until we start the program. 5 minutes.
Hello? Hello, we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're in the back, hello? We're going to get started. We have about 1 minute before we actually start. The food and the drinks have been shut down, so if you want to come to the front, I'm going to start going around unless y'all come to the front. So, hi, how are you? Y'all come on to the front. We're starting right now. Y'all want to come on up to the front? We're starting. So, okay, can y'all get everybody? Okay, great. Okay. We have 20 seconds more. And we're going to go ahead and get started so that we can go back to networking. But I am going to wait until everybody comes to the front and it's quiet because I know it's possible. It's happened. Everybody hold up your hand. Hello, raise your hand. Y'all come to the front. Ah, there it is. We're starting right now. Okay, nice, nice. So I am so glad to see everybody here this evening. Many of you got the memo that Fiesta was a week early. Some didn't, my bartender. But we've had somebody fill in. All things work together for a reason. It's kind of threw me for a loop because we do things kind of systematically to make it easy for you to know where we're meeting, when we're meeting, which is typically on the third Tuesday. But I'm glad you're here, and I want to welcome you to Fiesta. Fiesta stands for Founders, Investors, Entrepreneurs, Startups, Techies, and Austin Newcomers. If you're new, if this is your first time being here, raise your hand. Wow, look around. Typically 50%, and it always amazes me, are visiting Fiesta for the very first time. Okay, we're going to see how many people are new to Austin. If you've been here 6 months or less, raise your hand. Wow, yes, welcome. That's part of why we do what we do. We want to be the welcoming committee. How many of you, keep your hands up high, have been here 3 months or less? How about 1 month or less? Keep your hand high. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, quite a bit. How about 1 week or less? Back over, wow. Okay, yeah, you're here. So on vacation, thanks for being here. You could be anywhere and you're here. Nice. Well, again, thank you. Regardless of how many times you've been here, if it's your first time, we're glad you're here. And I kind of like to say, think of us as the Ellis Island of Austin. You land at Fiesta, and we're helping you navigate this ecosystem. Every founder's on a different journey, and we want you, as a individual founder, find the resources, the events, the connections that are going to help you succeed. So everything we do is geared towards that. We want you to be seen, and I'm going to tell you more about that in a few minutes. That's why we do these pitch reverses. We want those founders to be seen by this ecosystem. We meet on the third Tuesday, so join us May 21st. Bathrooms are out the back to the right past the elevators. Did anybody park in the garage? Raise your hand. Okay, this is really important. Don't walk away. Over here where you registered and got your name badge are parking tickets to reduce your rate from like $20-something to $8. That's a big savings. Moving on, I'd like to, are we there? I think so. Oh, yes, I didn't mention join the Slack group. So how many of you want to pitch next month? I've had several people come and say, how do you pitch? Join our Slack group. We're keeping the slide up here for a few seconds so you can scan it and get into the Slack group. This is also where you can share your wins. You can if you have asked, or if you have something coming up that you want the community to help you with, put it in the Slack channel. And then oftentimes we'll take things that are posted in our Slack channel and add it to our newsletter, which goes out the week before Fiesta and the week after, and that goes out to over 6,000 subscribers. So a lot of people put their eyeballs on it. Okay, next I want to introduce our sponsors. This is these are the people who make Fiesta possible. So first off, we have Capital Factory, who each month give us this amazing venue. We had a conflict, which is why we're meeting this week. It's their venue, and they graciously allow us to come in and use it. They are the center of gravity for startup founders. Also, we have MoFo. Is anybody here from MoFo tonight? MoFo stands for Morrison Forster, and they are a legal firm. And each Wednesday, they're doing a startup series for startup founders. And this coming Wednesday is on raising angel investment. That includes convertible note financing. So if you want to learn the most angel investment structure and practices in seed staging, tomorrow is Wednesday, 12 to 1 at their facility. They provide lunch and free parking. It's a no-brainer. If you're a startup founder, you should be there. Next up, I have Charmin Alley, and she is going to tell us about her newest startup endeavor. It's not her first. It's PyPy AI, and we greatly appreciate her because she's one of our party sponsors, and she's a Fortune 40 under 40, a Forbes Technology Council member, and a generative AI leader. Come share more about PyPy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, Sherry and John, for being so kind and gracious. First of all, thank you all for wearing PyPy because you have PyPy on your name tags. We are a video ad gen platform for marketers and videographers to create compelling digital content at scale by leveraging AI to improve clarity, increase speed, and substantially reduce costs. Basically, you don't really need to be a videographer to create a video anymore. No offense to you, dude, you're clicking amazing pictures, but yeah, we just want to help, some people who can't really spend the kind of money that you would have to spend in order to reach out to a video agency. Having said that, I don't want to take too much of our time. I know that there are some startups pitching, so congratulations to all of you. But yes, we do have a wonderful coupon code that you might want to use in order to use our platform. It's very simple, FIESTA.50. So if you just put that in while you are on the platform, while checking out on Stripe, you get a straight 50% off as a startup. So feel free to use the platform and yeah, go make videos. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I saw it says PyPy instead of your name at the top, so my bad. Next, all the way from New York, we have Britt Gage with Of All Trades. She's helping you build your team the right way, right away. And they are an operator partner for early stage startups, empowering founding teams to scale seamlessly with the right size talent resources that preserve and extend your operational capital. Come tell us more.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Sheree and John. In the Fiesta community, I was really excited when I first chatted with Sheree and John about sponsoring this event because we exist at Of All Trades to support startups. That's literally the reason why we exist. 2.5 years ago when I started Of All Trades, I had come off of a decade as this job, and if you are an early stage founder, you know what this is. This is the Swiss Army knife, the multifunctional operator, the doer of all things. For a decade, for 7 different startups, I was a startup generalist. And I would move from marketing to sales to ops to wherever you needed me to do the thing, I would do the thing, and I would extend the reach of the founder. And I loved doing that as a career, but in that decade, I learned 2 things. First, I was not alone. I was part of this growing cohort of great startup generalists, people whose specialty was actually being a generalist, who could extend the reach of the founder, be multifunctional, get teams further faster. It was just really exciting to kind of be part of this group of people who didn't necessarily have a title, but made a really big impact. The other side of it was I watched all of these startups who were building their teams in very inefficient and ineffective ways because they weren't leveraging the startup generalist. They would either have full-time people on their team that were specialists and then try to make them generalists, and not every specialist tool should be a generalist tool, or they were cobbling together lots of different freelancers that were specialists to kind of get that generalist magic, and it was high collaboration costs, high coordination costs. There just needed to be a better way for startups to build their teams. So that's where Of All Trades came to be 2.5 years ago. From this decade-long experience, we are generalists as a service for early stage startups. So if you are in the early days of building your team and you need great multifunctional operators, the Swiss Army knives that are the founder proxy to you, that's who we are, and that's what we do. A week from today, we're actually doing a private event for the Fiesta community. It's a virtual event to learn how to actually build your team with generalists and specialists together. So if you click on the QR code, you can sign up for the event. It'll be myself and a lot of the generalists that actually do this work. And otherwise, I hope you come find me if you're a Swiss Army knife like me, either working in startups or obviously as a founder, just to learn a little bit more about what we do. That's it.
So you can find out information about her event on the Fiesta community calendar. So if you go out to FIESTA.COMMUNITY, we have a calendar that lists events like hers and many other events. Next up, all the way from Austin, we have Heather Buffo, and she is going to tell us about SaaS.Stock, a media company dedicated to helping SaaS companies grow through events, membership, and content. And they're an active community of SaaS founders, execs, and investors. But more importantly, they're going to be here May 13th through the 15th. Come tell us more about that.
Okay. Hi, everybody. How's my volume? Okay, I got thumbs up in the back. Sweet. All right, y'all. I'm going to put my little timer on so I don't waste anybody's time. And we're going to get the energy up for the founders because they're coming on soon. We got a couple more sponsors. So quick poll. If you're a founder, let me hear you say, hey. If you work in B2B SaaS, let me hear you say, what? If you love networking, say, oh, yeah. All right, sweet. So I will see all of you at SaaS.Stock USA, May 13th to 15th at the Palmer Center, since you love networking so much. So I'm Heather. I am the North American lead for SaaS.Stock USA. SaaS.Stock started way back in 2016 in Dublin as a media and events company, blog, newsletter, good old content playbook, and has now grown to be the largest, most substantial B2B SaaS conference in Europe and the UK. About 5,000 people pour into Dublin every October for this conference. SaaS.Stock is expanding to the United States and chose Austin knowing that this is the city to grow your startup in the US. So last year was year one. We had about 600 people. This year is year two, and we're expecting about 1,500 founders, investors, and decision makers. So you can get all kinds of good content online all day, but really the purpose of this conference is to connect you to people who are going to help you scale. So we have, like I said, investors, founders, decision makers in B2B SaaS coming to Austin May 13 to 15 at the Palmer Center. We, in addition to great networking, do have a lit agenda. We're going to have the president of Klaviyo there. We're going to have the CRO of Xero there. We're going to have the CMO of GitLab there. We're going to have partners from Bessemer Venture Partners. So it's going to be a great time. We're also going to have a 200K pitch competition, which I don't know about y'all, but I haven't heard about a purse that big in this town. So I'm very excited for that. So if you scan that QR code behind you, Cherie is hooking it up with a discount for Fiesta, Fiesta-20, a discount for 20% off. If you have any questions about partnerships, about our startup program, about anything, please come talk to me. My name is Heather Buffo. My email is heather@saasstock.com, and I will see you May 13th to 15th at the Palmer Center.
Wow, you're a hard act to follow. So bring the energy. So Do I have anyone here who is wanting to get in front of an amazing group of individuals? If so, we are looking for sponsors for future events. Feel free to scan the QR code or see me after this. I also want to thank our in-kind sponsors. I have Teo and Isaac here with us. So Isaac is behind the camera over there. Teo is somewhere with the video camera. But more importantly, what I wanted to share about them, remember I was saying we're all about helping founders be seen. They're in the process of creating a success package for founders, and we're going to have more information on our newsletter about that, and they'll be here helping you as a founder. Anybody need new headshots? I mean, I know I do. We're going to be offering headshots here at Fiesta each month prior to this event beginning, and yeah. And then I have Tara, who's in the back, who's graciously stepped up to fill in as the bartender because my bartender didn't get the memo. She is representing restaurant as Nick is on the beach somewhere in Hawaii. So if you need help finding your next venue space, reach out to restaurant.com and they can help you with that. Moving on, this is an exciting in-kind sponsorship. No. Moving on, we have our funders, and it's with great excitement that we have this portion of Fiesta because, again, we're helping you, the founder, meet these ecosystem builders. And first up, I have Marina Gonzalez here with Palm Ventures. They collaborate with founders and investors to revitalize early-stage startups that have not yet reached their potential. They can deploy capital discreetly and within days. Come tell us more. Where's Mariana?
Thank you, Sherry. Hi, everyone. I'm Mariana Gonzalez, and I work at Palm Venture Studios. I'm super excited to be here. This is my first Fiesta event, so thank you, John and Sherry, for having me here. So yeah, as Sherry mentioned, we invest in early stage startups. Our investment thesis is a little unique in that we're working with startups not only to provide financing, but also operational resources and a ton of hands-on support. We understand that it's incredibly hard to be a founder, so we not only have check sizes of about 1 million to 2 million, but we also have a network of studios and operators to help out with go-to-market strategy, customer segments, customer introductions, and so yeah, that's what we do. We have an office here in Austin on the east side, and if you are interested in anything that I just mentioned, if you're fundraising, talk to me, and I'd love to get to know you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Juliet with the Artemis Fund here, and they're named after the goddess of the hunt and champion of women and all things. They believe technology has the potential to sustain prosperity for all, but it's not possible without diverse perspectives. Juliet, come tell us more.
Thank you, Cherie. So happy to be here and meet all of you. So I'm an associate at the Artemis Fund. We invest in female-founded and co-founded companies at the seed stage. Yes, woohoo! We write checks between $1 to $1.5 million. We tend to lead rounds, and we're pretty active post-investment. Because part of our philosophy is it's not just a financing gap, it's a resource gap, it's a network gap, and we're here to fill that. We have a thematic focus on fintech, care tech, and commerce enablement. So think about what are the problems that families and parents face? How can we keep more parents in the workforce? And then on the commerce side, how do small businesses run? How do we make e-commerce infrastructure more accessible and scalable? So that's a little bit about us. We just closed our second fund at $36 million, and we're actively deploying. I'm based here in Austin with our analyst, Lee. And we have a team in Houston and New York, and yeah, I'm around. If you want to apply to the fund, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, or we have a contact form on our website, or find me here. Thank you so much, Sheree.
And if you're a woman founder, y'all's next coffee, Juliet, is on the next April 19th. Yes, Cenote at 8:30. Okay, moving on, announcements. Our founders gathering, we meet once a month. We're moving our event from Monday to Wednesday in May, and we're partnering with Ayana Foundation at In Cahoots. This is going to be a really special event, and we hope you can join us. Right now, we're limited to 40, but we're going to try and get that number extended because we've already gotten about 12 signups. Fiesta's big, as I was mentioning early. We help you find your tribe. And there's a place for everybody. And tonight I want to share about one of our, we're like the hub and we look at the spokes. And so we're really excited to announce our new offerings for founders called How to Build a Investable Venture. We talked about it last month, and I think at the, we had over 30 people sign up for the introduction course. We're going to do that again. Think of it as your startup cheat sheet. How to gain an unfair advantage while minimizing risk and precious resources. And Fiesta is partnering with Keychain to offer a 2-hour introduction class. If you scan the QR code, what it'll do is ask for your email, and we will send out information once we get those dates set. So don't want you to miss out on that. And lastly, I would like to invite Jake Lee up, who is going to share about Fiesta accountability tribes. So.
Thanks, Sheree. Okay, so super excited to be here. Not pitching my company, but I am pitching Tribe. So what is it? So before I started my company, right, I probably spent 2 years looking for people that can hold me accountable. That can be my advisors, that can be my peers, and that paid off really well. And I would never start a company without that, right? I mean, it's just people to hold you accountable. But unfortunately, a lot of people, or most people, don't have that, right? Or don't have the time to do that. And it's so important. I mean, we grew from year zero to year 3. You know, we had like 160 people, and we actually paid to be in other accountability group, and that was so helpful. So we are launching Tribe, the Fiesta accountability group for early stage and growth founders. It's by application only. There's going to be 14 to 16 slots, and we are going to meet once a month, and everyone's going to commit a day of each month to work together to build their business and to work with their peers to hold each other accountable. We're going to have one-on-one coaching from people who's been in their shoes. I mean, it's just so much easier to build a company when you have people who's done that over and over and over and over again. So one-on-one coaching. We're going to have a yearly retreat in the desert. TBD, but it's going to be great. You're going to come back transformed, and also exclusive access to sauna and cold plunge on the east side, happy hour downtown, exclusive to people in the tribe. We are opening application now. Deadline is May 2nd. I think there's going to be an info session on 4/20. So yeah, come talk to me. Yeah, let's do it, right?
Sounds exciting. Okay, so the part that we've all been waiting for, the pitches. I have Hannah Anderson, who is going to actually MC that part. Come on up, Hannah. And again, thank you all for being here.
All right, you finally ready for some founders? Yes? Awesome. For anyone who's new here or needs a refresher, each founder has only 60 seconds to pitch, and we've got 7 founders tonight. So we really want to give them our respect and undivided attention. So if you see something interesting and want to have a chat, step outside so that everyone else can hear the founders. And we strongly encourage you all connect with the founders after, but please do it after everyone has pitched so we give them all a fair chance. Everyone's got it? All right. Well, without further ado, let's welcome Cooper up. Cooper is the founder of Endless Health. He's a man who doesn't want to die early and would rather we all didn't either. So let's welcome Cooper.
Hey y'all, my name's Cooper. I'm a Stanford Med School PhD, and I'm originally from Alaska. I have been working on tracking and stopping the disease processes that are the major threats to our health and longevity for the last 15 years, making at-home testing more accurate, accessible, and affordable. And I launched Endless Health 2 years ago with my co-founder Jabal Lee, who's the inventor of the EKG on the Apple Watch, amazing product designer. And we took a $500,000 pre-seed to launch the most accurate at-home blood test for heart disease. We currently sell thousands of tests a month. We have over $1 million in annualized revenue, and we primarily sell to those that are running giant clinical trials for the latest heart disease drugs, as well as the largest foundations for heart disease prevention. We are raising our seed right now for 2 to 4 million. I'll stand over there if you want to chat with me.
After everyone else's pitches. You all listened, right? Let's give Cooper a round of applause. All right, next I'd like to welcome up Kyle. And Kyle, I'm about to put you on blast because whatever's written on here. Kyle is the founder of Clearwing Electric Aviation, and even though his wife doesn't find him funny, this entrepreneur occasionally grabs the mic to do stand-up comedy. Maybe 10 seconds of his 60 seconds will be that. But let's be thankful he's not here to tell jokes, I guess. It's written on the paper, it's not me, I swear. Let's welcome Kyle.
Thank you so much. Yeah, don't worry, no jokes tonight. Thank God. All right, so brand new electric airplanes are not eco-friendly. Here's why. Tons of raw materials are spent going into building these brand new electric fleets, and the transition could take years, if not decades. So what is the actual solution? Retrofitting is actually the clear environmental solution. Clearwings creates retrofit kits which convert existing aircraft to electric power. We help airplane owners, fleet operators, and logistics businesses to save money, reduce their carbon footprint, and to meet changing regulations. Now, we've been working on retrofit concepts for years, and we've actually converted our first Cessna 150 to electric power, and it's going to be taking off in a few weeks. Now, with fuel prices and maintenance costs skyrocketing, owners need to make a change. With Clearwings, owners can actually change their airplanes, keep them in the skies, while reducing their total cost of ownership 75%. So, go with Clearwings. Thank you.
I'm glad you guys got the memo to start clapping at the 60-second mark. I forgot to tell you before, but you're doing a great job. Keep it up. All right, our next founder that we'd like to welcome up is Stacia, who's the founder of Curio. Stacia is probably the only tech founder out there financing her startup by teaching and DJing West Coast swing internationally. So definitely ask her about that after, especially and her startup. But let's give it up for Stacia.
It's hard to know what's true. More information has been created in the last 10 years than in all of human history before that. Our country is divided, and everyone struggles with information overload. That's why I created Curio, a platform to do fact-checking by the people for the people. We pair the strengths of humans with the strengths of AI. Curio has applications as an education technology as well as a social marketplace where people can fund research and earn cash. Curio's beta platform, thank you. Curio's beta platform has already accumulated 50+ users and is generating income. I'm seeking partnerships with investors and developers to further accelerate Curio's impact. Project Curio, verify what you think you know, find out what you don't know, and take back agency over your worldview. Thank you.
Thanks, Stacia. All right, you're halfway through the pitches. You're all doing a great job. Next, I'd like to welcome up Steve, and I can't verify how old this information is, But Steve runs Talentless AI. Steve wrote and directed the feature film Seclusion, available on DVD at your local Blockbuster. So let's welcome him up.
We'll bring a copy for that next time. So Talentless is a next-gen creative agency. Why do you care? Number one, in the time that it takes most people to write a single social media post, I wrote like 500. If you go to my Instagram right now, we have built a platform that has automated that content creation. If you need to look alive on social, please call us. We can help you do that. Our platform is also designed for scale out type content applications. If you have like a realtor network or something and you need to build content for a bunch of realtors, we can do that. Most importantly, we have a content studio. I have the best people who know all of the tools. We know PyPy, we know Synthesia, we know Runway, we know all of the things, and we're right at the cusp of it. And what I'm so excited about is being here in Austin with the creative people here and the technical people here. And this is the place that is going to lead this next generation of creativity, of filmmaking, of marketing content, and all of those things. So if you're in any of those categories, please reach out. Find me on LinkedIn. Find us on Instagram. Thank you.
Does Zeneb happen to be here? She gets stuck in the hailstorm. All right, I'm going to read her intro anyway, just so you know what it is, and hopefully she'll join us next month. But Zeneb is the founder of Eat, Cook, Joy. She quit her job in tech and became a chef working in Austin restaurant kitchens. Her first customer was a result of a pitch last year at Fiesta. And last Thursday, Fiesta had their very first curated dinner using her new platform that helps source local chefs. So if you're in the business for a chef, check out Eat, Cook, Joy. So she probably got stuck, but let's make sure that we reference so you know what she's about. No need to clap because I'm not her. Next, I'd like to welcome a familiar face up here. In case you don't know him, John Warner is one of the co-founders of Fiesta, and he is now the CEO of Event Magic. Oh yeah, we gotta catch up.
Did we miss somebody else already?
Yeah, she wasn't here. I pitched for her. Now you're caught up. Not that I know of. Anyway, welcome John up. He has a new venture, Event Magic. John has worked at multiple startups and has successful exit to Adidas in 2009, hence the pants. He is also the CTO and the brains of Fiesta. So let's welcome up a friendly face, John.
Hello. I also control the 60-second timer, so but this is going to be short. How many people actually have a name badge on right now? That's a trick question. So that's actually using our software. So what we've actually built is something that we had a pain point on as we were trying to build out Fiesta and try to check in 250 to 300 people every month. That was a big job, not only during the event, but actually post-event, being able to track all the metrics, who attended, what type of business category are they in, so we could then provide that to our sponsors, and they can get an ROI on why they actually invest in Fiesta. Well, we had so many event organizers come to us after they used our tool that they wanted to use it, and we were like, it's kind of like we want to do it ourselves. We don't really want to build a product or a company around it. But after about 6 months of this, we're like, okay, we give up. We're actually going to create a company, spin it out, and this is what Event Magic is all about. I really would like you to go check out eventmagic.co and see what we're all about. Thank you for your attention. Have a great rest of the day.
Each new sign-up gets a pair of Adidas tracksuit pants, unofficially. All right, so we are at our last pitch of the night. Thank you so much for your captivated attention. I'd like to welcome up Rafaela. She is the co-founder of VlogMe. She can usually be found greeting Fiesta attendees behind the pizza table, so everyone's best friend. And a fun fact about her, she accidentally has had the highest score on Candy Crush, beating out all those stay-at-home moms on Facebook, I guess. So let's welcome up Rafaela as our end speaker.
Thank you. Hey guys, so you might recognize me as the pizza girl that is at Fiesta all the time, but when I'm not handing out pizza to you guys, I am the co-founder of VlogMe. So essentially, from my background working with creators and working with influencers, I've learned that there's 3 key issues that they all face. So first, they don't know what content to make. they're not getting any views, and then because of that, they're not making any money. So VlogMe AI solves those first two problems initially. So basically, our software scrapes to your profile and looks at what your followers are engaging with in real time. And so it gets an understanding of their interests and the current trends on the platform. And then from there, it'll generate content suggestions for pieces of content that will perform better with your unique audience. So whether you're a marketing company that is doing influencer campaigns or a brand or an influencer, we'll help you beat the algorithm. So if there's anyone out there looking for help getting more views on social media, we would love to help you connect better with your audience and beat the algorithm. Thank you.
We've made it to the end. How about those founders? Let's give them one more round of applause. Any of you in the audience say, wow, that looks really cool. I've got a startup I want to pitch. Anybody? A few? All right, well, you've hit the first criteria, which is show up to a Fiesta, so you're crushing it. 50% of the way there. Join the Slack group. It's on this QR code, also over here on these banners. And sign up in the Sign Up to Pitch room channel in Slack. And that is all for tonight. Do you have anything else? Okay, well, thank you so much for joining. We have more networking until what time? 8:15. 8:15 and you're out of here. Please pick up your trash and throw it away and meet some great people. In the meantime, thank you so much.